Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to do a Attack on Titans, the Titan forms tier list. And so what I have so far is I have a super cool, I have a cool, then I have a cool but not really, and then I have an then I have a bad, and I have a shit list. So what I'm going to judge on these is appearance, and if it's one of the 9 of the Titans, their powers and abilities, if I can remember all of them. And then maybe a little bit about the character, but since this is more of the Titan forms, I'm going based on their attributes and abilities. So not so much about the character. If you guys want, I can do a character tier list. But let's start. Okay, so first one we have is Armin's Titan form. This is before him eating Bertolt's Colossal Titan. So the looks on that one, it was really weird. I didn't like his form. And his form was like small and tiny. Which kind of fits his personality, to be honest with you. He's kind of small and like in his own little world kind of thing, and kind of like, petite and shy and stuff like that. Hit my mic. But I guess it fits it, but I'm gonna say his Titan form is really crappy. I didn't like the hair on it either. It just looked like a hairstylist just did a crappy job. So I'm gonna put that on a shit list. Okay, Reiner's Titan, the armored Titan, is so freaking cool. Like, first time seeing that as he busts through the wall, we got to see his armored Titan like forming. Like, and he's coming out of the steam, and you see his like eyeballs, and then steam comes out of his mouth, which I really like a lot. Gosh, there's so many other things about what I love about the armored Titan. But watching more of like the newer season, like the last 3 seasons, I guess, his armor is just so freaking weak. Like, Eren just punches the shit out of him and it breaks so easily. So I expected his armor to be, a lot, stronger and more durable, but no, he just gets smacked the shit out with Eren's Titan. So I'm still gonna put it as cool because it's the armored Titan, and the introduction and the beginning of it was just absolutely amazing. Making sure that Eren's has a crystallization in his hands, so that is a stronger form than the actual armored Titan. Okay, so next we have is Eren Kruger. Okay, so first time seeing him in the Marleyan Island where they're throwing off the Eldians people that they found out, and then turn them into Titans, and then they go off into the Eldian Island, start killing off the Eldians. So it was just like, okay, something's really different about him than the rest of the guys, because the other guys were just like, oh yeah, throw them off the wall. I wish we could see more about Eren Kruger's abilities, and more about what he could do with his Titan form. Because he was in his Titan form for a pretty long time, I believe. I think he was in his last year, because you only get 8 years to live once you turn into a Titan form and gain conscious by eating another person who's had the Titan powers. So it was also really interesting that Eren Kruger was the owl, who was a hidden Eldian to spy on the Marleyans. So it's really cool to see him and actually show a little bit of his powers and stuff like that. I would say I'll put him at a cool, because spy, really quiet, but all of a sudden he turns out to be this humongous Titan, destroys the ships. I thought that was really cool. Okay, so next one we got is Eren Yeager. Now he's my second favorite character in the Attack on Titan series. But Eren Yeager's Titan is really cool, and I loved how in the first season, when he actually turned into his Titan and just annihilates the Titan that he was in, him discovering he's actually a Titan. As time goes on, he starts to evolve and learn more, and then his Titan, he begins to fight better as his Titan. And then I'm going to put him as a super cool because I like Eren Yeager's Titan. Next up, we have is Grisha Yeager, Eren's father. To be honest with you, I wish we could see more of his Titan form. Like, I wish we could see more of these Titans and, you know, what they did and what they could do and what potential they had. Honestly, there wasn't too much that I really, you know, cared for with this Titan form. I'm going to put it as an for the Grisha Yeager one. Okay, next up we have is Zeke. His form is really, really cool. Now, of course, it's a monkey, right? It's a humongous monkey. He's huge. He's really strong. He's smart. Powers, he's not really that well. The only thing he can do, well, with Zeke's power, at least, in his ability, is he can just throw stuff. And he can, you know, crumple rocks up and throw them, which is a powerful move, but that's the only thing he can do. Like, Levi beat the shit out of him, like, what? 2 times. Yeah, he's not that powerful, to be honest with you. He can be easily taken down, but so I would put him as a bad, but he's good though. He's good. All right, next we have Peak. So the Titan form that can stay for months and months and be okay. You know, if you know, in a Titan form, you can only last for a couple of days, I think. Because it plays a toll in your mind because you're in this huge Titan form and you start to lose your mind if you're the Titan for a certain. So, because I think like Ymir, she turned to Titan and she was there a mindless Titan for like forever. Ymir ate Marcel Gilliard and then she ate him. And then that's when we first explained how, you know, a Titan who eats a person who's already a Titan and who has like conscious, they start to, you know, form back into their original self. So but that took a big toll in Ymir, so she kind of got a little crazy and stuff like that. So but Peak is the only one who can last like months and months and be completely fine. Sometimes she'll crawl on her hands and legs though, because that's what she's used to. So also, but I don't know, the Card Titan, her abilities are kind of shit, and what she does is she's a carrier and cargo. So I'm gonna put her as shit because her abilities are not that well, and she can't do much. Okay, next we have Armin's Colossal Titan. Okay, so when he ate Bertolt, he became now the Colossal Titan, which is him turning into Colossal Titan. So, and when you turn into Colossal Titan, of course, you have this humongous like atomic bomb in a sense almost, because Colossal Titan is one of the most biggest Titans, not the most, but one of the most biggest Titans in the anime. So his abilities also, you know, they can blow off steam and burn their enemies and to a crisp. They're huge, they're strong, they're fast, they can swim apparently, which I didn't really know until the new season. So they're pretty gosh darn powerful. So I'm gonna put them as pretty cool. Next we have is Bertolt. So Bertolt, probably the same one, you know, cool and stuff like that. But his character, I thought Bertolt's character was just crappy. Okay, so I think we have all of them now for the Mindless Titans. Okay, so next we're going to move on to Ani. So Ani's power being the female Titan, aka her powers are abilities to crystallize in the back, which the Beast Titan could do as well. But we first got to see that with Ani and her crystallization, and then in the very end, she crystallized herself to protect herself from, you know, the Eldians killing her pretty much. She's one of the fastest Titans out there, so definitely is a +1. She's strong, definitely. Ani's connection with her Titans is definitely one of the strongest ones, I think. Her hand-to-hand combat is really, really well done, and she can definitely protect herself easily. So I'm gonna put her as a pretty cool, really cool, because, you know, she's pretty powerful and a force to be reckoned with. Okay, next we have is Eren's founding Titan power. So of course he's the most powerful Titan at the moment. So, but the looks on it just look so bad. I don't like the founding Titan's look. Okay, so I'm gonna put that as bad. Next one we have is Frida Reese. Oh yeah, so I have to put her in shit because we didn't see much of her. We only got to see clips of a past memory, and that was it. She was pretty much fight Grisha, and then she died. So, really didn't. Her powers are pretty big. She can control the memories of Eldians and create new memories or erase them. So that's pretty powerful. She also is one of the most knowledgeable Titan out there, and well, person as well. So maybe I'll put her in cool, but not really. Yeah. Oh, fuck this guy. I hated that guy. Carl Fritz. The guy who only married Ymir, right? Yeah, Ymir Fritz. So he could have 3 children that could turn into Titans. And so he would have more power. And then he pretty much just used Ymir just for that. And then as she was like pretty much dying, because her Titan form was slowing down because her years were passing by, he was like, "Oh, go eat your children go eat your mother because I want your powers to be stayed in with you." And they did. So yeah, that guy was an asshole. I hated him. And poor Ymir, she just wanted to be loved. Again, I'm not going off of by character. I guess I'm going off of character with Carl Fritz, which isn't fair. But to be honest with you, we haven't seen any him as a Titan form in the animation, so I'm not sure about that. I don't think he couldn't do nothing much. And if it wasn't in the anime as a Titan, then it shouldn't be too important then. So, but anyway, Rodriguez. So yeah. And all his Titan form was just crawling on the ground and slowly moving to the walls. And so, yeah, his Titan form was crap. And also, he was a mindless Titan too, so put that there. Yuri Reitz. So, Yuri Reitz was really cool. Overall, I don't know. Sadly, if I don't know too much about the Titan and what he can really do, besides, being a fountain Titan, which is pretty powerful in itself. So I'll put it as with Grisha Jaeger. Next we have Ymir Fritz, the founding Titan, the very first Titan we've ever had in the anime series. But her powers, being the very first one, making a deal with the devil to have the ability to destroy armies and save her life. But being the founding Titan, of course, her abilities are pretty big. Besides, though, we still don't know too much about Ymir Fritz and her abilities. Besides being the very first Titan and starting this whole chain of Titans and the 9 founding Titans. But since she's in 9 founding Titans, I will put her as cool, but not really. Alright, next we have is Falco. So we have Falco's Jaw Titan. So Falco's Jaw Titan was really cool to see, and I can't wait to see more of him in the next part 2, aka the very last movie series of the anime. So I don't know too much about it. Seeing him in the beginning, first time was really cool to see. But since I don't know too much about it, I'm gonna put it as cool, but not really. But I'll probably change that when I see the rest of it. Okay, so next we got Marcel. So we didn't get to see much of Marcel, but I'm gonna judge this based as Porco Gilliard, as they're both brothers. So I'm gonna assume that's. They're both Jaw Titans, and they're smaller Titans, but they're fast and durable. So, and their jaw, of course, the Jaw Titans can break crystallizations. So, with their bite and their claws. So they're pretty powerful, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna put them both as super cool. Next we have Ymir. So Ymir was the other Jaw Titan. Ymir was really fast, and her jaw powers were pretty strong as well. But they weren't as strong, I feel like, as Porco and Gilliard, because we really didn't see too much of what she could do. Yes, she could bite off napes of Mega Titans and tear them apart and stuff like that, with just a jaw and her claws, but nothing compared to Gilliard and well, not Gilliard, sorry, Marcel and Porco's Jaw Titans. So I would put it as cool but not cool. Alright, next and last one we have is Willie's sister, aka the Hammer Titan. Now her powers and abilities are beyond belief. Like, she has capable powers of creating weapons with just pretty much with her hands. She can make crossbow, sword, hammer, and then her Chrysalis whole body is like this heavy plated unbreakable seal. So she's really, really powerful. So I'm gonna put her as super cool because her abilities are really, really cool, and she's really, really strong. She's probably one of the strongest Titans out there. So I guess I really should have changed this into not cool, super cool, yada yada. It should have been more like power ranges instead. But I'm just going to keep it as that. Range and power probably be like, superpower, powerful, somewhat power, not really powerful, not power at all, just shit power. So I honestly feel like I did pretty well in this list. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree with my lists, and let me know if you want me to do actual characters in Attack on Titans. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, hope you have a great day. All right, see you guys in the next one.